There's about to be a seismic shift coming to college athletics, and the state of Florida is leading the way.
Yeah, soon student athletes will be compensated. And all new here at 6, ABC Action News sports anchor Kyle Berger is mapping out the changes now on the way and taking a closer look at why this could be just the beginning.
College student athletes like Florida A&M University quarterback Chris Oladokun help the NCAA generate billions of dollars each year.
We put in a lot of work, all the work that, the fans and everyone don't see. Like, that's us doing it.
Coaches sign multi-million-dollar contracts, and athletic programs land lucrative sponsorships, while the student athletes are denied the fruits of their labor. Until now.
So NIL stands for name, image, and likeness, and it's an easy way to abbreviate the types of rights that college athletes should be expected to enjoy, at least in the state of Florida.
I spoke with Darren Heitner. He's a University of Florida law professor who helped write Florida's athlete compensation bill, allowing players to be paid for their name, image, and likeness.
So the reason why athletes do not currently enjoy these rights, which everybody else on their college campuses currently and have historically enjoyed, is because the NCAA has clearly just stipulated that they cannot make money off of the use of their names, images, and likenesses. They cannot enter into endorsement deals. They cannot host camps, sign autographs for money.
When this bill goes into effect on July 1st, student athletes in Florida can profit off all of those opportunities.
I'm not against it. I'm for, helping the athletes get what they deserve. And I think if you talk to our players, I'm always trying to, whatever we legally can get you, we want to get you whatever we can get you.
More lucrative individual deals could be struck with athletes with a large following on social media.
Like everyone says, we're a brand. And so now we get to create our own brand and create our own identity. I've always thought of myself as my own brand. And that's why I am pretty active on social media.
The student athletes will earn money from third parties for their name, image, and likeness. It won't be the schools or even the conferences paying them, but it's still more likely that the top players from the elite programs have a better shot at making the money. And that's where the nonprofit organization Fans for Fair Play comes in.
98% of student athletes never make it to the professional leagues. 98%. So we're talking a very small percentage of folks that make it to the pros.
James Davis wants Congress to step in and drive a national solution instead of state-by-state laws.
It shouldn't be a horse race for who can do the best legislation to attract students. Let the programs themselves attract the student athletes. And I think we can, preserve college athletics and preserve the game that we all love, that we're passionate about, if we can get Congress to come together.
The NCAA is now basically kicking the can and saying to the federal government, hey, do something about it. Congress, do something about it. And we have about 6 pieces of legislation that have been proposed on Capitol Hill. None of them have really advanced far.
Until then, Florida's NIL law will require colleges and universities to provide financial literacy education. Florida State University launched a program called Apex. The plan offers 2 4-credit NIL classes with the help of FSU's College of Business.
And we kind of kept going back to 2 big things. One is education. Really important for us to be able to provide just solid, strong education in this space for our student athletes. And then the second thing was just really augmenting what we were doing from a personal branding and responsible social media use perspective.
As of today, 5 states, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, and New Mexico, have an NIL law in place with an effective date of July 1st. In the recruiting game, this could be a game changer.
I don't think Alabama football needs any help.
That said, I think that's actually a really important point, because a lot of people say, do you think Nick Saban was going to allow the other states and schools to have a competitive advantage? Of course he wants to keep Alabama at the top of the list when it comes to recruiting.
Especially now in the days of the transfer portal, that's gonna be intriguing to kids. You're coming from, New Jersey or somewhere, or Wyoming, and you have the opportunity to transfer and go somewhere to Florida and possibly make some money off of your name, image, and likeness. That's a recruiting pitch for Florida schools now.
In Tampa, Kyle Berger, ABC Action News.